All right, we're in Crossfield, Alberta today. It's March 17th. Some new irons showing up here. I've never seen one of these before in Alberta. So this is the very first Avatar 60-foot unit here. So we'll give you a little tour of what's in the shop at the dealership today. So this is pretty cool. I show up at the dealership. It's like Christmas for me. We got a SolSteer showed up for me here. The guys at SolSteer, hopefully I'm saying that right, sent me this thing to try out. It comes in a cool box, like a shoe box here. But what it does, all it is just this little guy. And this will convert the steering system over to John Deere. So, you know, if I want to steer this Horsch sprayer or this Claas combine or anything, I just got to plug one of these little suckers in. And it's like a conversion, has a cable, comes with it. 2 serial connections for each side, and just plugs into the can. So we got, it's like can high, can low, power ground, and signal probably is what it looks like. Or like blue and white wire there, or 2 cans, I guess. Yeah, so we got 2 cans and power ground. But anyways, we'll test this out this season, see how it works. So let's look at this thing. I've never seen one of these before in Alberta, so I'm kind of excited about these because I think they're very different. So the guys are just PDIing it right now. But what this is a 60-foot Avatar. What a beast. So we'll run you through some of the specs. Looks like a big, heavy hitch on this thing. Just before we start, just to let you know, like, I'm not a cedar specialist by any means. I'm just interested in cool looking farm machinery. So hopefully I don't make any mistakes talking about it here today, but we'll run you through the stuff that I see that I think looks kind of cool. This is like all the Horsch stuff, right? All the hoses, everything come with these little belts to keep everything clean. Looks like they got a big hydraulic hitch on their big huge cylinder. So this is a disc drill. The discs are on 10-inch spacing. It's a single shoot disc drill. You look at the way those arms are all mounted. They're on those rubber kind of torsion bars to follow the ground. So the way this thing flexes on the ground, they have this brake in the center of the frame, almost like the boom flex over there on the Horsch sprayer, right? Where this thing's got an extra flex there in the middle. And all those discs are on an angle all the way along. So, tires on here, these are dual 520 85R42s. So the design on this is the same as the planter in terms of the weight distribution. These big hydraulic cylinders underneath bring the whole toolbar in and over so that you can get all of the weight onto those openers. It's 550 pounds of downforce on the openers, and it takes all the weight off the tires. So I've been told the big, I guess, advantage of a unit like this is the maintenance. So 16 grease nipples on this disc drill. Some of the other ones in the industry I've heard are, you know, between 70 and 180. So on a 60-foot disc drill, 16 grease nipples on a 40-hour interval, which is not bad for maintenance. The tank capacities on this thing, it's 355 bushels total. So you're 150, 150, and 55. The way the metering works, these tanks are all underneath. You can see this big center frame going down the middle, and then we have meters on each side of the tank. So each tank actually has a meter on this side, and then you'll have the same meter out of that same tank on the other side. So it drains into 2 halves. Inside here, then you'll have your electric valve that spins your meters, and then you'll have half width section control. So easy to calibrate, easy to clean out. You know, when you want to calibrate, all you do is dump this guy open right here. It's easy to grab. And then that's how you would change out your meters. You know, you pull this pin right here and your meter comes out. So you look up here, we got the Horsch Connect, which is your telematics. Also allows you to calibrate the machine with your phone, that kind of stuff. There's our towers up here. So it's got all run blockage up there. Same thing for our tower on the right side over here. There's a part you can buy, you can block it off, or to block off every second run. So if you want to convert this thing over to a 20-inch spacing, you could. I've never ran one of these before, but inside here are the fan, right? Open this cover up. Doesn't look like we can open it up all the way, but there's our fan inside here. You also have all your storage for your meters, stuff like that. So here's one of the different meter rollers, maybe for fertilizer or something like that. And if you want to see a smaller one, this would be one for maybe canola. What I like about these, you know, I see some other drills, the way the meters are designed, you know, the stepping you would get where it's a bunch of canola, a bunch of canola, a bunch of canola. I like these because they're all overlapped, right? So as one ends, the next one starts. So there's no, I guess, overlap or bunches of the smaller products. You always have something coming out of that meter. Put that away back in here. So you got a couple of pressure gauges up here. Looks like your fan pressure. And then it looks like also your downforce on your meters. When this cover is closed, I guess it's really, really hard to hear that this fan is even running. It's super, super quiet. Some other stuff in the shop here. Another Maestro planter. Got a Seedmaster single rank they're putting together. So look at it from this way. So, my thinking on this drill in particular, who would be a fit for? You know, if you're doing big acres of lentils, big acres of peas, something where you're, you know, pinning up your mid-row banders already, you know, this is kind of the unit that I might be interested in, because it's single chute. You know, you don't need a monster tractor to tow this thing around. The guys are telling me 450 horse. You know, 20 gallons per minute on the hydraulics is all you need. So you don't need the huge 620 horsepower rig to pull this thing. I'm looking at it at, you know, 60 feet. You can run this thing 7, maybe 8 mile an hour. You know, that's the same thing as running a 3.5 mile an hour speed with a 120 foot drill, right? So the production that you'll be able to get out of this, you know, the tank is smaller, sure. It's only a single chute, but, you know, it might be a fit for somebody. The single rank design, you know, you're getting rid of that stepping problem you might have by going higher speed. And from what I've been hearing from the guys, you know, clearing trash with these discs, looks like it might be the ticket. So we'll find out. I haven't used it yet, but maybe this season we'll go and try it. All right, crawled up top here. Here's a view of what it looks like from the top. You can see we have our 4 towers there, all the all-run blockage. Here's a closer look on the row units here. So to change your depth, you know, it's just this little guy right here to change your depth on each row unit. As these discs wear out, the guys have told me this is kind of a nice feature. You can adjust the boot, the seed boot, up or down. So up, you know, when your discs start to wear out, just to extend the life of this unit. The bearings inside there, everything is all sealed, so there's no grease zerks anywhere on the row unit. So, you know, up here where it connects to your bar, it's just these rubber spacers in between there. And on the unit itself, you have no grease zerks, which is a huge plus. So, from the back here, we have more pressure gauges. We have our 90 degree and the flex. we got our big hydraulic cylinders to unfold. We'll maybe go open up the tanks, take a look. Okay, so we got our 2 big tanks in the back. We got a small tank in the front here. To open these up, kind of tough because everything's folded up right now, but we'll get some videos of it unfolded later this year. Just pull back on this guy here, and then this one's gonna slide open, just like that. Can't go all the way since we're folded up. There's the inside of our tank. Got a screen there, any clumps. I can't really see inside there right now because can't get it all the way open because we're folded up. But one of the cool features on these tanks is the level sensor. It's on a magnet, so you can set that level sensor wherever you want to know when your product runs out. So it's just on a magnet on the inside of the tank there. So we got a Maestro here. This is you can see that, but it's a 22 Maestro. So just a smaller unit, but you look at the difference in the back frame and the way it's built compared to this big 60-foot Avatar. We just want to compare the two of them. So there's our back frame on this 22 Maestro. There's our big sprayer here. There's the rest of the shop and some choppers. Seamaster, putting all the row units on. So take a look at this big chunk of steel on the back of this guy. It's a pretty heavy unit. So, hope you guys got something out of the video here today. It's kind of cool. I've never really climbed around on one of these before, so I had fun. I'm definitely not the expert on this Avatar. You know, the sprayer over here, this is my baby, and this is the one I work on every day. But I think the Avatar's got some pretty good features. You know, if you're a big pulse grower, lentils, chickpeas, peas in southern Saskatchewan, southern Alberta, you're only doing double shoot anyways, running multiple drills, this thing might be a solution for you. If you want some more information, you know, leave me a comment here. I'll get you in touch with somebody who knows a lot about this rig. I think with the price tag on it and you know, not having to run the big tractor, it might make some sense. So anyways, we'll see you someplace else.